YouTube. This is Fernando, and I went to regionals and I topped 4, I guess. I went X1, 10 round tournament, and here's the deck list. Triple Grapha, uh, triple Snow, triple Brow, of course. Pretty standard, like every Dark World deck. 2 Silva, and I decided to run the tour guide, no skill drain version. 2 tour guides, and my little tech is 2 Raikos. These put in so much work game 1, like people wouldn't expect them game 1, and I don't know, I just really love the Raiko play. I mean, he's so good in Dark Worlds. Pretty much that's the monsters. And triple these Dark World dealings, you need them. Triple gates, triple drag down, triple upstart, foolish duality. It was good because I run a conservative, like a slow-paced version. Like if I draw a Raiko first turn or whatever, I could just play this and set Raiko, and then try to go off next turn. And this worked out pretty good. Game 1, just 1, of course. You don't want to draw like multiples of duality. Staple, heavy, reborn, and card destruction, allure, terraforming. The guy that top YCS ran it, and I just pretty much net decked this, like pretty much the whole deck. But I ran it with Raikos. I really liked it, and terraforming was like such a good pick because it was rarely ever like a bad card. Like I always, terraforming was always a good card. It was pretty much live the whole game, and if not, I discarded it for card destruction the whole tournament. So okay, that was the spells. And moving on to the traps, best card in the game right now, best trap of the game, Compulsivac. Wow, dude, it's just too good to explain. Like, just there's so many plays you can do. It's just retarded. Mind Crush, really funny. Like, I played like a 4 Gearges that day, and this just wrecked them so bad. Like, I would hit double accelerators, and it was just retarded. Like, drag down and Mind Crush, and then just pretty much controlled the game from there. I mean, I can't believe, Mind Crush, I stopped playing it for a while in Dark Worlds, but wow, it's just too good. Even I ended up using it as a discard outlet because my opponent prohibited my field card gates, so I just used Mind Crush and called something that's not even relevant, like Moki Moki, and then I got to discard, and I pretty much won that game because of that play. Also, my opponent played a D-Fissure. I had a Grapha in hand. I chain freaking Crush, Mind Crush, and then obviously I called like I had some fun with it. I called like Blue Eyes or Dark Magician, and obviously they didn't have it in hand, and I discarded Grapha and popped their D-Fissure, and from there on it was pretty much game over. But yeah, really good. Wow, so good against Gearjas. Like, just, it's not even fair. Like, just pop everything in their hand. And I played a Arrieta like round 2, and this card was like retarded good. Like, I called both duels, I drew it, and I called spells, And the game 2, he I card destruction before. He drew 5 cards, I think. Yeah. And then on his draw, I activated this on Grapha, and then called spells. He ended up chaining 2 MSTs from his hand, but he lost 4 other spell cards. Like, he drew all spells. It was really funny. I really felt bad for that guy. Like, he was just like fucking pissed. Yeah, that's it for the traps. Extra deck, Golem, Leviathan, and Tempo, Levier, Zen mains. I mostly use Levier, Zen mains, like the whole tourney. I got to use Tempo for my last match, and pretty much for game. Didn't use this, Maestro, Papillo Operative, or whatever. That, didn't use that at all. Didn't use that at all. Whatever this is, Ninja. Charger, if I had needed it. This was so boss. Like, I sided into a Cyber Dragon, and against what deck was it that it was just so good. Like, against Gearges, of course, and against the Zen mains, or random, like, machines that people run. Like, just fuse with it, and GG. Yeah, that was it for the extra deck and the side. Obviously, triple MST. I ended up siding it in, like, pretty much half the time. Like, no, 100% of the time. Too much back row hate. You need a lot of back row hate when siding for game 2. Shadows. You know what really hurt me? Not even shadows or macro or anything like that, or D-Fissure. What hurt me the worst was fucking Gemini Imps. Like, man, that's a good card. And then I started catching on. So if game 2 they would side in Gemini Imps, I wouldn't even side in like, I would side out my discard outlets, like Dark World Dealings. I'd keep the Drag Downs, of course, but I would side out the Dealings and like other cards, that card destruction maybe, or something like that. Actually, no, not card destruction, but other cards. Yeah. 2 goes in match. Didn't get to side it in except for against a Rabbit player. Round 1, this was pretty weird. Like, we sided and everything. He had a Logia in the field, my opponent, and he MSTs my 1 set goes in. I flip it and activate it, and he negates it with Logia. I just thought that was like funny as shit. Like, that made my fucking day, but that was really funny. Like, I don't know, he kind of like just MST'd it, then I flipped it just for the fuck of it, and he ended up negating it. It was really funny. And then Double Smog, definitely a boss card. Like, I really like this card, especially against a lot of graveyard based decks. Pretty much got me game against an agent deck. He had exactly 4 fairies, and I knew he had Christia. And the next turn, he was gonna drop it, and then his standby phase or main phase or whatever, I flipped this and banished one of his fairies. He was like devastated, and yeah, that got me game. That was round 9, I believe. Yeah, that was pretty good. Snowman Eater, fucking love this card. It's like so good. Like, I pretty much end up siding into a like anti-meta, a slow-paced Dark World deck, game 2 and 3. So these actually put in a lot of work because they're just 1900 defense, and then they just stall for fucking turns, like 2-3 turns, and not to mention the level 3 factor. I mean, I run so many level 3s, tour guides, 3 brow, and I think that's it though. But I always like have level 3 for some reason, and that was like really good. I mean, can't deny that. I mean, it's Snowman Eater's boss, you know. Sided in against I don't know, what was it? I think against Gearja, or no. just put it in a second copy for Dark World Mirror, which I lost. That was my only loss, a Dark World Mirror match, and I didn't draw it, so it was like pretty lame. Gearjas, windups, and all that, but I didn't play one windup the whole tournament. All the windup players pretty much ended up canceling themselves out, like in the first few rounds. So they were in the bottom tier for the whole tournament. They were like X2, and I didn't get to see one the whole day. Third Raikou, you know, I didn't want to run 3 because it was too cloggy and kind of slow, and it fucks up your drag down play. So pretty much I said this in game 3, like every game 2 and 3, I side Raikou. Cyber Dragon, really like this card. Is like one of the best side choices, and I wasn't even gonna side this. I was just gonna do two System Down. I didn't see System Down the whole day. I hate that card. I'm sure it would have been devastating though, because it was a lot of situations where I could have topped that. But now that I realize I'm not even running Dark Hole in the main or side, so I should probably freaking side it or main Dark Hole. I should probably take out Dark Deal for Dark Hole, because there was a lot of situations where the game would turn into a stun based like war, and we would just fight for like field presence, like especially in mirror match. You let go of all the discard cards and you try to make it a beatdown game. And I would definitely take out Dark Deal for Dark Hole in my side probably. And Cyber Dragon, well, enough said about that. It's 21 beater. It wrecked against the Samurais for some reason, and also it's Chimera Tech, machine decks or whatever. But yeah, Dark Deal, I put it in against heroes, I guess, because I don't know, like, what would I side against heroes? Just like Snowmans and Raikou, and I just wanted another card. And Dark Deal pretty much would shit on them because of Miracle Fusions and all that good stuff. But yeah, that was my deck. Peace.